Hi, everybody. Welcome back to PeaceTalk podcast on Ukrainian stand-up comedy channel. Today we have a special guest, Anton Tymoshenko, who is a Ukrainian stand-up comic, and he specializes in political satire. So we had a little chat with him about current situation in Ukraine and his career as a stand-up comedian. I hope you enjoy viewing this podcast and subscribe to our channel. Give this video a like and enjoy. So we got a very hot guest from Kyiv, bringing a very hot weather to Lviv today. Comedian Anton Tymoshenko, who
That's me.
Does mostly political satire, right? Maybe you can tell a little bit.
The most of
Political satire.
satire? Satire, yes.
Yeah,
Like
satire,
irony
yeah.
and satire. I'm just start to learn English. That's fine.
Yeah, but you're having great success in it because you already recorded a special in English.
It's not a
Is that
special.
correct?
It's like not a special. It's like how many minutes? 18 minutes, probably 16 minutes. I do on YouTube. I did two videos. First video was like 16 minutes. I don't remember, and the second one like 12 and 13 minutes. Well, if we will plus these two videos, it can be kind of
Mini special.
mini special. Yeah. You say that I have a success. Dara O'Briain retweeted this video. Yeah, Dara O'Briain retweeted in Twitter. This was really nice. It was my first probably happy emotion on this war when I see this retweet from Dara O'Briain, and I just a little bit jumping on my bed.
Yeah.
My God, it's true. But then these Russian rockets hit the building near my house, just
my
900 meters from my apartment. So I said, oh, okay, so now I have this kind of life. So I can be happy for this moment, and then I can die. But
Yeah, Dara O'Briain needs to do more.
yeah.
Send some money. It's not just tweets.
Dear Dara O'Briain, if you watch this podcast, please make something more for me because, you know.
We need drones.
Yeah, your retweet is...
He needs a personal drone.
It was a nice option to die after your retweet, but you can do something else, you know.
Who would you contact from the dead comedians if you had a Ouija board right now?
Wow. I want to talk with, I think, two guys. I want to talk with George Carlin and with Lenny Bruce. Because I watched this serial, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I watched it like, I don't know, 2 years ago. And I didn't know that the first season is filmed.
Yeah.
And I decided to start watching from the beginning to remember all this stuff and then continue with fourth season. And Lenny Bruce is one of the characters in this serial.
Oh, okay. I only seen
You didn't
first
see?
two seasons. I didn't see the last
Lenny
two.
Bruce was in the first season and the second season too.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yes.
know it was him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Lenny Bruce. And I start to read about Lenny Bruce in Wikipedia. And yeah, it was like the first, counterculture comedian, like first comedian who start to do jokes, not about like jokes about girls and stuff, about politicians stuff.
Not only jokes. He used scare words.
Bad words.
Bad words. Yeah, bad words, and he had a problem with police.
Yeah,
Because of swearing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
policemen
yeah.
a lot of times captured him, and he also have this judge.
Oh, I remember his character now. So Mrs. Maisel, she got him out of the jail, right?
Yeah, and
Okay.
then he helped her too, as I remember.
Yeah.
Eventually,
So yeah, and I found this video, like he's performing on late night show in 1959, as I remember year. And the guy is really pretty similar to the guy who played in the serial. And it's just interesting to see how comedy existed in that year in 1959, and it's not so bad and it's funny. It's even Lenny Bruce in 1959 was more funny than Diesel Show or some kind of stuff we have now. So I think it's useful for comedian to see old specials, old stand-up. For me, for example, I only maybe in last year first time I saw the Richard Pryor special. I know about Richard Pryor, but I didn't see his stand-up, and I tried to watch it when he has this red suit.
Yeah, it's legendary. His special. This special was on VHS in our country. I know.
Was not?
This special, Richard Pryor special, in a red suit, was on VHS.
VHS tapes.
Tapes.
Cassette
And
tapes.
then VHS.
Yeah. I didn't watch, but I know that it was.
Then I saw the documentary film about Richard Pryor, and he has like some very interesting story about his life. He's one of the, as I remember, one of the first comedians who gets this Mark Twain
Literature
award. Mark Twain award. George Carlin has this award.
Oh, okay.
Richard Pryor had this award, and Dave Chappelle get this award like last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah. Chappelle thought about it.
And this legendary special, he did it from the second другого разу.
Try?
Yeah, from the second try. He do it from the second time because first time his first filming of this special in this audience, he failed because he was like not ready emotionally. He tried to do some stuff with crowd and he failed, and he said, "No, I'll do it other day. Sorry, but and just go away." Like, what's going on? And then he came back in a second day or 2 days after this failing, and did like one of the greatest special in the stand-up history. And he had a lot of problems with drugs. And
that's interesting how in stand-up comedy, failure is such a huge part of it.
Yeah, it's like part of your life, the failure, and you need to live
fail
with that.
big before great success.
And I still can live it. I'm. This is one of my problems. I still can't feel okay with silence in a crowd. When I hear the silence, I start nervous. I start to do jokes faster. I try to find stuff
I
to
feel
make
you
fun.
so much.
And it's very bad. You need to feel okay because silence is a part of. And I think silence may be one of the best parts of the stand-up because people listen to you. In the silence, you can give the message, and they will.
True.
Hear
You have full attention.
full attention when the silence in the crowd. You need to learn.
So, what would be the questions you would ask Richard Pryor or George Carlin?
Probably.
Is there afterlife, first of all?
Yeah. Is there a stand-up after life? Like, did God like the jokes? Do God like the jokes? Maybe I asked, is it...
I mean, God created platypus. He has a sense of humor.
For now, I think it will be some kind of existential crisis question about, so stand-up, is it good for life, George? Or what you can say about stand-up after the end of your life and after the end of your career? Because yesterday, not 2 days ago, I had the performance in our stand-up club in Kyiv, and we have these portraits of comedians on the wall, and three guys on like the closest to the stage. 3 portraits are portraits of Bob Burnham, of George Carlin, and
let me guess, Lucy Kay.
Doug Stanhope. These 3 guys. Lucy Kay a little bit more close to the exit. He's a toxic guy. And I watched on these guys, and I made some kind of improvised with crowd. I just said, what I'm doing stand-up, and my future is something like that. Look at my kumir,
someone you're looking up to.
My idols, the Bob Burnham, the guy with super deep depression, George Carlin already dead, and Doug Stanhope. He on this picture, he like sitting on the table, and he don't have pants, and he have like a cup of beer and a cigarette, and looks like a shit. And I said, this is my future, one of that, the death, this very ugly guy, or deep depression. Maybe I need to just to choose some kind of other profession.
There is Seinfeld. He looks happy,
successful.
But his jokes are really bad.
But comedians in cars, though,
Yeah,
has to ride fancy cars.
Now I understand. This is how to in English say it, balance of your. You can have good jokes and very bad life, or you can have a very good life and really bad jokes. For example, this guy, who makes specials on stadiums with this gold microphone. Kevin Hart. Like,
Kevin Hart.
His jokes are really bad, but he's
But
really
no,
rich
Kevin
guy.
Hart is idol of Bogdan Vakhnich. I'm serious.
Yeah, Bogdan Vakhnich looks like the fan of Kevin Hart.
Yeah. He walks like Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why Vakhnich likes Kevin Hart? Because Vakhnich is a surgery. How to say?
Surgeon.
The surgeon.
Surgeon.
And
Yeah.
Kevin Hart is like heart.
Right.
It's professional. Vanya, Dave Chappelle is pretty rich and funny. Lucy
Does
K.
he look happy though? I don't know.
Dave, I'm not sure.
He's pissed off that he got screwed over
I
the
think- I
Chappelle
He lives in
show.
Ohio or something like that. It's like
Oh,
he
I
live
thought
in a
he was
village.
in Washington.
Not in a village, but he live in a small city in Ohio, as I remember.
yeah.
Yeah, because he don't like this noisy stuff in towns. So he like отшельник, how to say, like the. This difficult word for you.
Yeah.
Can I check it on translator? I want to learn this word.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
I'm thinking of the word.
I think it's not.
Outlaw. He like outlaw.
No, outlaw is like when you're banned. When you
he
have
banned.
to leave.
But he banned
Yeah.
after his jokes about transgender guys. All this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, do you think he got canceled after that? It doesn't seem like it. 'Cause
Yeah, cancel is part of his career. The canceling, like, and as I understand, in USA, it's like part of the culture. And if you are a comedian without canceling scandal in USA, you're not comedian, as I understand.
Seems like it. Yeah. What do you think about the cancel culture in Ukraine?
Oh, it's only beginning,
Okay.
but it's beginning already.
Have you started?
Only teaser.
Teaser. Yeah.
I think that in Ukraine we have cancel culture, but we usually use it against politicians. Like we like to cancel politician guys, and
Which
in
is the right way to use it. I
Yeah,
think.
and it's probably the one of the greatest, the one of the how to say корисних,
Purposeful,
useful stuff. The most useful feature of canceling probably is like about politician canceling because it's like a politician life is I don't know what I wanted to say.
Well, they're servants of the people. They should reflect.
Yeah, you
people's
need
opinions.
you need to cancel politicians because this is how it works. Like you cancel someone of guys because he do some bad stuff and he tried to do it better. This is your job if you're a politician. You need to work with cancel stuff. But we don't have a cancel culture about artists. I think only I know like maybe we get some kind of examples after the war began. And
we had a few incidents.
And we cancel guys who perform in Russia, for example. But we don't have a cancel culture about like the views in genders, I mean, or the views. We only started
That's what I've noticed, that all of the like canceled comedians, like all of the scandals that are happening, it's always about the war. It's like a wrong joke in the wrong time about war. Yeah.
We have this scandal about the Small Palms singer, how's his name? Fedishin, Irina Fedishin.
Oh, Irina Fedishin.
She said that LGBT people
But
like
it's not
like a
scandal.
sickness.
It's just.
it's not like real cancel. It's not like
She's not going to get canceled. She's not getting canceled.
I think
Her audience doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, if your audience don't have like phones, they can cancel because they watch only tapes and TV.
Yeah.
I think we don't have really cancel culture, and our cancel culture is about стосується, Боже, it touches only that people who you can touch in life. I mean,
stand-up comedians.
Stand-up comedians, yeah. You can meet.
You can watch him in the underground or in subway and say you're.
You can meet. You can meet him in real life. So you cancel culture. Kiva. I never meet Kiva in real life, so nobody cancels Kiva.
It's their point to cancel Kiva.
When we talk about Kiva or some kind of these freak politicians, it's really strange. Like it's some kind of new cancel culture style when all the people in the country understand that this guy, for example, Kiva, is a fully idiot.
Yeah.
And he works in government.
Yeah.
And everybody says, okay.
Wow. Oh,
And
wow.
it's so no petitions like to get him out from from his past.
Because it is like
Why?
a
Why it's
parallel,
okay?
parallel reality. We don't write petition for TV shows characters. I don't like this TV show character, so I write petition. No, Kiva for us it's like character.
Yeah, he's like an actor. Yeah, that's nice idea. Yeah. Maybe they use it. Maybe these guys like Leshko or Kiva, they use this like they play like not to play. They makes us think that they're like an actors.
Someone plays, someone don't, but doesn't. But it is not matter because they can do it. That's why they do it. It's all, I think.
I think the worst part is that they're getting attention for their stupendous acts, and that's like our attention should not be focused on these fucking idiots. We should be focused on something important. So therefore, they're doing the evil.
We need to do
job.
something. We need to do something with this stuff. We need to stop allowing these guys to do like anything in future. I think after war we will change this stuff. Why we start talking about Kiva? This is so bad, guy.
I wanted to ask you about your stand-up career. So, as far as I know, you've been doing a lot of like political comedy before the full-scale war, talking about.
Yeah, I do this special. It translating like out of politics. Yes, to be out of politics. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So, what do you talk about now? When the full-scale war started, I assume you still talk about political subjects, but how has it changed?
One of the journalists asked me, did your material change after war? And I said, probably not, because I already said about some kind of political themes before war, and I try to talk about difficult themes, like about revolution, about problem about war in the East, and about language conflicts.
More general than like more when before war it was more specific, targeted towards certain maybe politicians, and now it's more general, or is it all the same? You think?
No, just now I have more jokes about dead Russians. That's only one difference compared with the material before war. Probably now I understand better that. In my last special and in my stand-ups before war, I probably need to talk more about Russia and about because I understand and I in past understood that the Russia is our enemy, and I understood the dangers of Russia. But on my last special is out of politics, I try to speak more about Ukrainian problems, about our problems inside country, about conflicts inside Ukraine. My idea was I'll do this stand-up about these difficult themes like language theme, revolution theme, and about this theme about these scandals with different artists like Russian artists, Ukrainian artists. I can talk about elections. I can talk about that. Make funny jokes about people who took the marginal position. Крайняя позиция, marginal.
Radical.
Yeah, I can talk about radical positions in all these themes, and probably help people to unite more. Like they will laugh and understand. Okay, yeah, that's funny. My idea was like we need to be more united. And I talk about Russia only like I have a couple of jokes that it's a bad country, but probably. I should to do more jokes about that.
I knew it was a bad country. I didn't know they're fucking evil pieces of shit.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like when the war started, like it's just impossible to understand this level of they're like unhuman. They're not even like behaving like animals. They're behaving like opposite of human, and it's ridiculous. And like you can't understand that.
By the way, there is no modern war in the whole world that has memes like our memes. I mean,
Our memes are the best.
I mean about dead troopers, because if someone else create a meme about American troopers, some Iraq comedian creates a meme about American troopers, and we are it's like barbarian behavior, but we do it.
Yeah, we do it.
But we do it good. I
We
think
do it well.
The guy from Iraq, he can do such funny things as we are. And the guy, you know,
We've proven it.
that's a little racism. Sorry about that.
That's not racism. That's based on nationality.
Nazism.
Oops. What can you do? We're just the best at everything, you know. Being Ukrainian is
we are not
awesome.
racist. We are
No,
Nazis.
we're just the best nation in the world. But what's interesting?
I like this podcast.
What's interesting about like being Ukrainian? It's not. You don't have to be white. You don't have to be Catholic, Muslim, Jewish. You say you're Ukrainian. You speak Ukrainian. You're Ukrainian. So we're very accepting of everyone who
we can
is their own.
We can tell it, because what do you do? Shoot us?
Yeah.
We already shoot it, by the Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why we have this black humor, and why Ukraine now, like, I think, is the most. The world can forgive our hate stuff or our two hate memes, because like we have active phase of war, and that's why we can do all kind of jokes
Also,
and all kind of angry stuff we want to do, because we are dying in war.
But we are doing good job explaining why it's okay for us to do it too. Yeah, our people have been working on like in IT sphere and like working with the world, so they know English well. They're good at making memes and stuff, and through a lot of it is done through humor too, explaining to the world why this is.
Yeah, that's why I decided to make stand-up in English, my first stand-up in English, because I thought that like I have to try to show for more people in the world that we are okay, that we are funny guys in Ukraine. We are okay. We are not like barbarians. We can do modern stand-up, and the stand-up is maybe the best way to give the right message for the people, because they already read a lot of articles in their magazines.
Well, that's what you do best. So
yeah,
like,
that's
keep
what I
doing
can
what
do
you
best.
do best. And it's very important, because the world is ready to listen to us. They're curious about Ukraine.
But they're already
we
boring.
just need to give them content.
They're boring about
They're
Ukraine.
bored?
They're bored. Yeah,
They're just tired of like
tired
all
because
this
it's not
news.
interesting. Like it's for now, war looks like we have less nice videos now and less these tragic photos, because.
Because war in Ukraine for another world is just trend. It was trend, and a trend's life is short.
Yeah.
In modern.
This is so strange that we, but it's okay. But it's strange at the same time. We need to always trying to get the attention from the world with some interesting ideas. How to show interesting the style of dying in Ukraine. Like we have this photo of dead people, we have presentation, we have video, we have a stand-up about dead people, we have meme about dead people, we have what else we can do? Collaboration with Beyonce.
Dancing on the dead Russia.
I said in my last stand-up that we need to invite Netflix in Ukraine, because Squid Game 2 will be not so interesting like war in Ukraine, because we have more guys. And it's more cheap to film. You just go to, Zoom and filming the Squid Game.
It's interesting how we had to stay creative to keep world's attention. Yeah.
About our death. That's so nice.
About our sufferings and loss.
I think this is one of the best description of the world for now. You need to stay creative to get attention,
to make to advertise what's happening, basically, become like a social media expert
and we need to die, because if we will not die and this war will be like
Oh.
It's not
You're not
interesting.
suffering,
Nobody dies.
Yeah.
Nobody dies. Like in Game of Thrones, more people dies than in
Yeah.
Ukraine. So I will not watch this war, and I will not help. Sorry, world. I'm a little bit mean today.
Maybe we should actually do the Squid Games in Ukraine to entertain the world.
We need to
Something like super brutal, like
we need to-
gladiators.
Yeah,
and
we
stuff,
need
you know?
to do more interesting suits for our soldiers. Like do
Ooh.
some bright stuff, like
Yeah.
orange helmets and red
Well,
costumes.
maybe let's keep it camo, but like maybe show some skin. Like
Yeah, we need designers who can make more interesting form, more
Yeah,
interesting
uniform.
armory to get world's attention.
Yeah. That'll be interesting. Like you can invest into a sexy outfit for the soldier.
We have to cameramans to the copter operators. I mean.
More production. We need normal production.
Yeah.
More cameras to film it. This is so sad.
I wanted to ask you because I was in Kyiv for a little bit and I noticed the sense of humor there is so much darker. The audience likes very
Because
dark
we are
humor
closer
there.
to the
Yes,
stuff. Yeah.
different from Lviv. Have you performed in Lviv? You've been here a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't
This is my
perform.
first visit of. It's my
Okay.
second trip after the war began.
Yeah, but you didn't perform on your first trip. I see.
And it's
yeah,
my
so it's
first trip
interesting.
was in Chernivtsi, and it's my first trip in Lviv. So just only 2 times I lived the Kyiv only 2 times. First time in Chernivtsi, second time here in Lviv.
Yeah.
I thought
So you wouldn't notice
my first trip outside my room because first trip was with mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You tried
Maybe
on
you
the
should
war?
try,
You
sharing.
tried at war?
fuck,
mushrooms?
No. I just joke about your tips.
Yeah.
I eat mushrooms too, but before
During the war?
No,
Yeah.
before war. At the war, I think it will be not so good experience.
I got high once before the full-scale war started, but it was like within a few days before it. And then someone I know from Canada messaged me, and they're like, "What the hell is going on in your country? It's so crazy. Are you okay? I just read the news." And I'm like, "Fuck, the war started, and I'm high out of my mind." And like I got scared, and I stopped doing weed since then. And I met the beginning of full-scale war, fully sober.
Nice.
Yeah.
Putin
Since
waiting.
then, but I can't get high during the air alarms now.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
I smoked weed
wartime.
after the first month. On the second month of the war,
Yeah.
I started to smoke it to sleep better
Yeah.
because I had some problems with my sleeping. I don't know why, just because of bombing probably. So I decided to do some weed stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Maybe like next episode of the PeaceTalk podcast, we're planning to have an actual drug dealer who was growing his own weed in Norway and selling it illegally.
You will have this guest in the next podcast?
Yeah.
So why you invite me on this podcast? I want to be a guest on the next one with this guy.
Oh, are you the drug dealer? Oh,
I wanted to
maybe
speak
we
with
can
him.
arrange it. Yeah, but he has a very interesting story. Yeah, so I don't
You're
know.
asking about the style of humor in Kyiv, like it's more
Yeah.
darker. Yeah, it's more darker because we're closer to the war stuff, and that's okay. I think it's normal even you start to joke in dark. One of my friends, Sergei Lipko, he's a stand-up comedian. He's on the front line now, and I asked about his life now there. Як нього справи, я спитав.
How's he doing?
How he's doing. Sorry about my English. It's so hot in Lviv, so my brain is a little bit
Smashed potatoes.
smashed, like smashed potato.
Mashed or smashed. I don't know.
Try to say something not stupid. I asked my friend Sergey how he's going on this front line, and he said like his group of soldiers, they divided into group, like the first group who feel very bad and really depressed about all this stuff, and the second group who just decide to make dark jokes about their lifetime and this war. And he always with this kind of group who decide to joke, because as I understand, I already said it. In these critical situations in your life, you have probably only two options. You can feel sad and depressed and go deeper in this depressed, or you can start to joking and go farther. And in
it's a
these
good way
jokes,
to talk it out, to say it out loud. Whatever you're scared of, when you say it out loud, it's a little bit
when
less
you
scary.
say it, your body feels more confident when you can say something loud. It's like the vibration of your voice even can help you.
It's like, you know, when you hit your toe on like a furniture.
When you want? When you what?
When you hit your toe on like a piece of furniture and you swear, you're like, fuck.
Yeah,
fuck,
you feel
fuck.
better.
Yeah, so it's scientifically, it's proven that it relieves pain. So you feel less pain. Nice. So I feel like with dark humor, with dark comedy, I think it works the same way.
Yeah, the comedy is
it's therapeutic.
You can go through the difficult topics in safe when you use dark jokes. That's it.
Yeah, because it's just a joke, you know. And why?
Yeah, because it's very hard to talk about death, pedophilia, psychological troubles, and etc. But if you do it with jokes, you feel yourself in safe. It's just jokes.
You feel this when you joke about the death of Russian soldier, for example. On this second, you feel like, okay, I can joke about that. I can joke about that before. Now I can joke about that, and you feel like I'm controlling the situation because I can joke about that.
Yeah.
I can get a feedback.
Yeah, you sort of control the narrative a little bit because you can change the narrative.
I'm joking, people laughing. That means I'm alive, and people are alive when they're laughing. So it's nice.
Yeah, you have a feeling stream. Yeah, and it's your decision to lead the stream to the
which direction?
Huh?
In a direction.
Yeah. To the humor or to the I don't know, sad emotions.
I feel like it's not just specifically two channels. I think it's much more where you can like process. But for us as comedians,
sometimes it's like a crossroad when you have a theme and you have a joke and it's really dark and you start to think, okay, should I go in this way and where it takes me to the glory or to the cancellation, for example, to the cancel. That's why this is the difficult part of our life. For example, for my life in Ukraine now, you need to feel this. You have to
line.
Yeah, you need to feel lines. You need to feel lines. And for example, one of my joke from my first English video, when I'm joking about the sanctions, and I said that the speed of sanctions is like the speed of how I'm saying. The speed of sanctions is like 2 raped children a day. The world makes sanctions with the speed of 2 raped Ukrainian children a day. This is too slow. It's the speed of Michael Jackson. And it's really a rough joke. It's really rough. And I was not sure I need to say it, but I was so angry.
Yeah.
And I feel this in this joke, a lot of true in this joke because people dying, Russian soldiers raped people in Ukraine, and some guys in Germany thinking, I'm not sure about sanctions, maybe we need to wait for what else we need to wait.
It's a good way to grab attention to.
And most of the people say you can joke about that, and they laugh and they give me dislikes, but I saw a couple of comments on YouTube who wrote, you can joke about that, Anton, this was bad. And you always need to feel the line. And I think at this war, for me as a comedian, I think the war is a good war is a good exams, like good verification of my skills, because I think these situations show how good is comedian, because if he feel the line, and can do funny jokes about difficult themes and not cross this line, I think he is a good comedian. Or if he can cross this line, but carefully, with not like super cancel, maybe with small cancellation, but give the nice message and go back. This is a feature of a good comedian. That's why I think at this war we will have this kind of filter of comedians in Ukraine, and the guys who don't understand where is the line and what's funny, what's not, they will like stop their career. And the other comedians become more stronger and more confident and will feel more free. I think Ukraine now is the best country to invite comedians from USA, because you can just switch all your bad jokes about
no filters.
You just shift the jokes about Mexicans and gay, LGBT with Russians, all your bad jokes, and in Ukraine it will work. And when you will do these jokes about Russians in Ukraine,
not just jokes, they should just switch. If they have any hatred or prejudice towards these minorities, just switch it towards Russians. Just hate Russians
and people
more.
will say, you're the good guy.
Yeah, you'll be a good guy. Yes, it's true. You'll become a hero.
So Louis C.K., you're welcome, please, because how many concerts he had concert in Kiev, and he canceled because of coronavirus, and he canceled because of war. And
do you think that coronavirus and the war in Ukraine is a little bit of Louis C.K.'s fault?
You think?
I think he had some insight. Why would he just come in and then cancel? And then
maybe it's my fault, because I tried to write to the Kiev twice, and twice. Last ticket was on 25
February.
of February, so maybe it's my fault.
Okay. We know who to blame now.
Yeah.
So it's you or Louis C.K. or Vladimir Putin. So you will decide who is the...
It's a tough choice.
Difficult choice.
Vote for me.
What about Lviv? Like, how you're feeling about this war? How the people feeling? Because in Kiev, people feel more relaxed now. But like a couple of days ago, when we have this hitting in Kiev, they start more attention to the air sirens. What about Lviv? People react on air sirens or no?
No, probably.
In Lviv, we have thousands unread messages in Telegram channels, news Telegram. Because you. Lviv is a very comfortable city for relax and forgot about war. Of course, if you want, you can see. You can see soldiers. You can see hospital, military hospital. You can see people from east and etc. Yeah, but. I see a lot of people who don't want to see these moments and just
acknowledge that there's war.
I just leave.
I live out of politics. I see. I think we need to change the air sirens melody to make people to make them go to the shelter. Maybe add some words
Pussycat dolls.
Morgenstern.
I need to. Maybe add some words like, you fucking idiot, go to a shelter! Fucking go faster, you idiot!
You're gonna fucking die.
Die! You will die!
Personally, I try to look for, if I'm out having a drink, I would look for a place that's in a shelter. In a basement, so it's safe. So I don't really feel comfortable out when it's sirens. When I'm home, I would go into the hallway because I'm already home. What does it matter where I am? If I'm working, I'll just move to the hall. And I've been actively posting stories about me in my hallway, hiding from the bombs. Pretty much every time it was happening, because to show my friends who are abroad, I have a lot of friends and family in Canada, to show them that this is actually happening and it's happening to me regularly. It's one thing to see it in
newspapers. To make them feel more guilty about their not helping.
Yeah, because you see it in newspaper and you're like, oh, it's happening, sure. But when you see me,
your
just during your day, this is happening. There's a rocket flying above my head. It kind of gets their attention more, and I was getting a lot of donations from my friends and family in Canada, from a lot of people, just people I went to school with, university, and friends. In the beginning of the war, I started fundraising money for the army, and now I get requests, but I can't gather the sums because
Because
it's so
they're-
much different. No one's
Because they're bored
donating.
about the war. Yeah.
And like I
Because
don't feel comfortable like asking them for
do
more money.
You need to do more interesting stories, like you are
Yeah.
with blood on your face.
Oh, yeah,
something
okay.
like that. And
Yeah, yeah.
maybe she needs money. Maybe she needs
Good
some
idea.
help.
Make it more dramatic.
Creative. Yeah, more creative.
I was thinking to
Again.
start like selling my paintings, but no one fucking wants that shit. I tried that. I did sell 2 paintings though. And I bought a weather station and night vision goggles.
Yeah, Ukraine is like for now it's like an account on OnlyFans who need to show their part of the bodies of Russians to get money. I tried to make joke, but I failed at the post.
You need more and more, and you're already shown everything. And like, what are you
what
gonna do
else you
next?
hear?
Yeah.
Maybe subscribe to our OnlyFans, and we will not show you parts of Russian.
Something like that.
You
Peaceful.
keep spamming them with like dead
Yeah.
Russians, and like you can unsubscribe for money.
Yeah.
About international donation, when I do my first video on YouTube, I just put the links on Ukrainian funds, like Free Pritul and Come Back Alive. And this first video got a lot of attention in Twitter, like a lot of reposts, Dara O'Briain retweet, all this stuff. And I was so sad because I can't count how many money they send, because these links for funds, not for me. I can calculate and I can ask them to show because it's too many reposts everywhere. So my next video, I did the link on my PayPal account. Now I have a PayPal account. If you have money, you can send it.
We have a PayPal
And too. For now, how many? $2,500 probably. People from abroad sent to me. It is so nice when you. This is so strange. Like a lot of people say, "Wow, Anton, your video, like everybody retweeted, and you have so many audience in the world, so you can do a stand-up tour in the world." And I say, "No, my audience now is like really separate. It can be 3 guys in Australia, 1 guy in Germany, Dara O'Briain in Ireland, and a couple of guys in UK." So I don't really understand how many people interested in stand-up. And yeah, the second video already not interesting as the first one video when I do it in the April.
Okay.
So yeah, people become bored. But a lot of propositions. One of the propositions, probably if it will be successful, I will do the stand-up half-an-hour special to one of the radio in UK.
Oh,
They're
cool.
interested in this kind of special, and they had this technology to film the special in a distance. I mean, this is so strange, like a Black Mirror movie.
Are you gonna be like a hologram, like a Tupac at Coachella?
Oh, it will be nice. Wow, this is one of my dreams, to be a hologram, to make a stand-up special like a hologram somewhere in Mars, something like that. I don't want to say details because maybe it's only a proposition, and we don't have like the final acceptation, final.
But you're getting proposals from other like European countries to address their audience with your stand-up about Ukraine, and that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, a lot of people ask, "You come to Germany to make a stand-up tour." One of the women sent me like 200 euros, 250 euros, and said, "Come to Germany." I said, "It's not
That's
so
not enough for a
easy for
ticket."
now." Fun. And she said that Olaf Scholz was her co-student. They studied together in some kind of law of university in Germany, and she said, "I will transform this in." I don't remember exactly, but she said something like, "Olaf Scholz was not so fast even at university. He was really slow guy." And I said, "Yeah, I feel it now." Always need to wait from Olaf something. Yeah. Can we say a couple of bad words about the NATO? Or we can say the good things?
Talk shit about them all you want.
I read the news yesterday that NATO, they had the summit in Madrid, and NATO said that now Russia is officially their main strategic загроза.
Threat. Main
yeah,
threat.
Yeah. So NATO said that on the summit that now Russia is officially the main threat, strategical threat.
5 months.
But then, 5 months. But then on this summit they said, but we don't want to have confrontation with Russia, and we think for now they're not like a big threat for us. So on one message they said that Russia is one of the main threats for NATO. But they don't want a confrontation because it's not the main threat for them. And I just like...
What's main threat for them right now then?
Yeah, what fucking talking about? It's not... It's absurd. Like, I don't... We hate Putin. Everybody hates Putin. And it's okay. It's everybody understands it. But these steps from a world, from NATO... I don't know what kind of games they playing.
Russia is fucking huge. Like, they don't need the tiny piece of Ukraine. They don't really need it territorially. Do you when they occupy Ukraine, they're not gonna fucking stop?
Yeah, this is one of the joke I didn't do, but I think about that. When just look at the map at Russia. Do you think these guys know the words enough? Look at this huge piece of shit. And it's a piece of shit because all the people live bad. I was in Russia. My mother from Russia.
Yeah.
I was in Russia probably at the age of 8, something like that, in Voronezh, and it's a piece of shit. I was in USA and work and travel, and I was in Russia. I spent one summer in Russia, and I spent one summer in USA. So if I can choose, if I can compare and choose between Russia and I will choose USA because summer in Russia is really one of the worst experience in your life because you only see these old guys who drinking vodka all the time and in the USA you have all this.
And they don't see it. They can't bring order in their own villages in their own country. What the fuck are you occupying other territories for?
To make it as bad as Russia. But this is one of my joke I do in my special Out of Politics. In this special I address to Russians in Russian language. I said, you need to start thinking about your politician future because if Russia will capture whole the world, it will be just the bad place everywhere in the world because everywhere will be Russia and Russia is a poor country. In your country you don't have enough salary, you don't have nice hospitals, you don't have anything.
Roads, buildings, nothing.
Yeah, so just imagine that Russia hold all the world, capture and everywhere is like in Voronezh and it's really bad. You need to stop your country because you will lose you will not have a chance to leave Russia if you
and go for a vacation. Where do you go on vacation? Dubai is Russia.
Yeah, Dubai is Russia.
Imagine Russian Dubai. Holy.
Miami is Russia and it will be very bad. So we need to stop it.
Yeah. I always say this, that Russian mentality is different from Russia's mentality is different from Ukraine's because Russia does not accept itself as a multicultural country and it really is. Yeah. It really is. And in Ukraine we have different regions and we accept all the different variations of the language, different traditions, and we're all Ukrainian. You can be from the east, someone can be from the west. You're both Ukrainians. You have slightly different traditions, but that's it. And we accept it and we treasure it. We treasure it as our heritage. But in Russia, they don't. The only thing was all the other ethnicities that are non-white in Russia. The only thing they do is make fun of them in jokes. So I've watched a lot of Russian television as a child because it was transmitted to Ukraine, and the only thing I know about certain ethnicities is anecdotes, jokes.
Yes.
And that's all I know. And
that's this one of the most famous. I do this. I worked at Toronto Television, this show, but for guys from Road don't know about that anything, so I didn't.
It's a YouTube channel, and it's called Телебачення Toronto.
I'm just thinking, do I need to explain all this stuff or just can skip it?
Yeah, we can skip.
Nobody will search there. What are the shows in Ukraine?
But
if they're interested,
Television Toronto has English channel. By the way.
Oh, they're starting.
Yeah, yes.
But they do great subtitles. I love
they have subtitles, but I don't.
With subtitles. Now there is subtitles.
In English.
There are subtitles, English subtitles, but it's a different channel. with subtitles, but I know.
I don't know anything about that. I'm working there, and I don't know about English channel in Toronto.
Sherbina said
just
about it.
an idea to you.
Yeah, Sherbina said about it on last stream. I heard.
They should hire us.
Sorry, I just started to try to explain the Toronto stuff, but we just can cut it. What I start talking about this. Why I start talking about Toronto?
Russia is a piece of shit. They don't accept themselves as they are.
Oh yeah.
They're hating that Russia hates itself.
One of the most famous comedy show from Russia called ЧБД. Что было дальше? In English, it was going next.
Yeah.
It's already closed, so don't give a
It
fuck
wasn't
about
really
it.
stand-up, was it?
It's like a comedy show, like for
improv sort
for
of.
comedians and one guest, and he has a story, and they start to improvise some kind of jokes. And all this show is built on this racist jokes about jokes building on приниження.
Yeah, so you put someone down. So in English, there's this term pecking order. So
Pecking order?
Yeah, chickens have this. So like one chicken will pack another one, and another one will pack another one. So it's like there's the top one, and there's like the worst one.
It goes
so
pecking
there's
order.
a packing order, yeah, because you pack. So that's what happens in Russia. Like
nice
if
word.
you are some kind of other ethnicity than white, like white Russian, to make yourself look bigger and like I don't know, you need to put someone else down.
Now I understand that this show is very popular show. It's they give the message like it's like free show, just comedy. It's like comedy, but all the jokes so aggressive.
Yeah, and stereotypes.
So they. I thought,
it looks like bullying, just bullying.
Yeah, bullying. And I understand that they try to make people feel okay with this aggression humor because Russia as a country try to do this kind of politics to the world. They want to give their aggression politics to the other countries. So even at comedy shows, Russian government who finances this kind of shows because Gazprom is one of the main sponsor of this show, ЧБД. So they make this show with aggression humor to make people feel okay with aggression. So aggression, like everywhere in politician stuff, in comedy life, in news, everywhere. So Russians just. I'm so tired to speak in English. I have to say, it's so difficult themes about mentality stuff, about politicians.
They don't like themselves. Like they don't accept themselves as a multicultural country.
And they cultivate aggression as a way of living, in everywhere.
Yeah. But also,
the
world is losing out on that because there are certain villages with ethnicities like up north that are on the verge of like disappearing. So there's these cultures, and they're not being saved by Russia. They're just
nobody cares.
No, they're not provided anything by the government. Like they live in very.
No, they can provide you 10,000 ruble if you die at war.
Yeah.
That's what can provide you.
Now
this.
5.
Only 5 now?
Only 5
They
now.
reduce this amount of the money?
But these cultures, they're also part of like world heritage, and it needs to be like, I don't know, accepted. Something like they need to document that they exist, that there needs to be like some kind of studies of this, and like, I don't know.
People in the world need to know that the amount of dead Russian soldiers, the price is 5,000 rubles.
Yeah, 5. Even 10,000. Okay, even
how
10.
it's in dollars? How much it in dollars?
$2, $3.
No, not 2, but it's like
It's just
100. No, not 100.
okay. Around $100.
And they do this thing where they give the money to the mother or the wife, and then they take a photo.
Yeah.
So if you have like $1,000, you can buy 10 dead Russian soldiers. This is the price of human in Russia, just to understand how it works in Russia.
Oh, they don't care about their own
life.
people.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, they're just sending them here to die. They're not providing them any equipment. They're not.
Yeah, they have equipment. You need to understand that Russian army has a lot of equipment, like rockets and all this stuff.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But like, was the medical equipment?
Oh, you mean personal equipment, like
the soldier can't Like they're going into war without even being able to help themselves in
they have
because they're garbage to their country.
Because, yeah,
their
they-
country thinks
Yeah.
they're garbage.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, they have equipment for killing, but not for saving.
Yeah.
Even they
Yeah,
soldiers.
this is one-way ticket when you go to army in Russia.
And that's because
One-way
their
ticket.
country doesn't
One-way ticket to die in Ukraine
Yeah.
or somewhere else.
I had a joke about I was joking about the abortion ban and stuff
Okay.
when we were performing with David McSavage. So I talk about like how wrong it is to ban abortions in America, and then I say that like in Russia they don't have abortion. The only way you can get rid of unwanted child is to carry it for 9 months, give it birth, raise it for 18 years, and then send it off to Ukraine to die.
Oh yeah, I had some kind of this joke, but early it was like in Ukrainian, in Twitter, maybe in the first month of the war, I wrote something like, "This is so comfortable in Russia because you can make abortion even if your child 18 or 19, just put him in army.
It's never
and
too
he will-
late.
It's never too late to make
abort
abortion
the
in
Russian
Russia.
baby. Yeah.
Just put him in the army. Yes, jokes about Russian death. So many jokes already.
But also, I read this thing recently that when Putin was born, abortion was banned by Stalin, and maybe that's one of the reasons why Putin exists. Maybe if abortion was legal in Russia during that time, who knows what could have happened.
I read the article on Wikipedia about Putin's biography. I had the idea to make a roast about Putin from his Wikipedia, just a small video. But then I feel too tired about that. But it's so fun that I suppose it's funny joke, could be funny joke that his parents, he had two brothers or sisters, like he had this brother or sisters, I don't remember, and they died. His parents, they have one kid and it died. Then they had one more and it died. And then he had Putin and it's still alive. And
I'm sorry to say they were all Putins, by the way.
Yeah,
So that's the last.
and I thought, well, why you finish your this? Everything goes so well before Putin. You just need to kill him too, and
seemed like it was the family tradition.
you were like so good parents, like all the Putin's family died, and then you leave this one to live.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so difficult to do anything, okay? To talk joke in English with this kind of hot temperature.
Yeah,
Now I understand that my English, when we have a temperature higher than 30 degrees, my English just dying because this is.
Now you understand why you didn't understand the Australian journalist, because she comes from a very hot climate.
Yeah.
Probably.
You can imagine that this podcast we are shooting on Miami. I don't know, for example.
I was in
Jamaica.
Miami like 2 days.
Yeah.
When I worked, I was in USA for work and travel program for 3 months for the summer.
Is that where you picked up English?
Yeah, I suppose. I'm not sure, but my grammar is very bad. My grammar of English grammar. I think.
Grammar or
Grammar,
I don't know.
because
Maybe
grammar is
your
another
grandma is English. She's bad.
That's what I'm talking about, the temperature. My grammar is not so bad, but my talking skills is okay because when I spend a lot of time in USA, I understand that I can speak fast and do mistakes because nobody care about grammar stuff. Just speak faster as you can, and you always can say, I use the word stuff to name all the things in life. Do you have this stuff? Do you have this kind of stuff? I have this stuff. Because stuff is really a universal kind of word.
True.
Or also you can say, my bad, this is my bad. My bad is a universal stuff if you failed on job. I'll fix it up, I'll fix it up. This is one more. It's like these 2, 3 phrases, fix it up, my bad and stuff. It helps me to work and 3 different jobs and USA.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good tip for someone who wants to try speaking English. I think it's very important not to be scared that your grammar is not good or like your pronunciation is not perfect. You just have to say whatever you're meaning to say and just use whatever you need. You know, like if you don't forget numbers, show with your fingers.
But you will never start this without without atmosphere of English speaking people.
Well, not necessarily. Well, yeah.
You need
That's
this.
true.
Yeah,
That's
because
true.
I destroy this language barrier when I have these stress moments on my job when I standing at a hotel and the guy from Britain came and start talking like we don't have that and I like okay I need to do something with that and I feel shamed. And this shame helps me to remember some kind of words I learned in my university. And only because of this stressful stuff, I think you can destroy this language barrier. So if you want to learn English, just go to the speaking club or go to the other country. Just the best way to learn English, just go somewhere in Britain or USA in any kind of city, just go to the center of the city without advices and then try to go back to home. Just people talking with people.
Yeah.
I use this
people.
podcast like speaking club for me.
Yeah. But also, speaking
For
clubs.
me too. Only Nastya know English well in this podcast. I think this is
you guys know English well? You're doing well.
I know words.
You know words, that's all.
No.
And you have very interesting experiences that are worthy to be shared with our audience.
Oh, I have to say, if we have the people from USA who watch this podcast, that I stole the bike when I was in USA. I stole? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, stole. I'm a bike I'm stole the bike.
Bike napping.
Bike robber, yeah. I must say that I'm not sure it was like a robber.
It was a nice bike.
It was super nice, but because it was free.
I was gonna ask you if you felt guilty, but I don't
feel guilty because I worked in Walgreens supermarket. Walgreens at the corner of Happy and Healthy. And I worked.
It's not the worst place to work at.
Yeah.
What was it?
No, it's not so bad. It's look
it's like a healthy store, right?
It's a healthy store, but with the products, it's like mixed of products, food supermarket, and healthy stuff. So different stuff. I work there at night shifts.
Oh, okay.
Like from the
That's when you get the
8
weirdos.
PM. Yeah, weird guys like this black people. How to say? Correct.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What do you just all black people would wander in?
No, like I don't want to. I don't.
Was
it
unusual for you to see that many black people?
No, like, one of these guys stole something.
Oh well, it's not because he's
this
black.
is so stereotyped to say that one of the black people stole some. Sorry about that.
If he happens to be black,
I'm white and I'm stole
right.
the bike, so it's balanced. I'm sorry about that. I worked night shifts at this Walgreens, and I noticed that there is a bike on the parkovka.
Like a parking lot.
At the parking lot, there is a bike at the parking lot, and with this kind of chain with numbers on it. And 3 дни подряд.
3 days in a row. 3 days in a row.
Yes, 3 days in a row. I sold this bike at one place.
Okay.
It just standing there.
Oh, so
nobody take it.
Okay,
but it looks it was super new with chain and numbers.
Maybe the owner died. You just freed the bike.
or just forgot numbers.
And one of my manager on my job, the more higher manager, Robert, he said me a joke. He said, "Did you notice this bike at the parking lot?" I said, "Yeah." Well, maybe we can put this chain away and put it in my car, and go somewhere. And I think, wait a second, I can do this. I can try do this, and I try to.
And he's the manager. You have to listen.
Yeah, this is the order.
Yeah.
And I decided that if I will be success at put this chain away with these numbers, if I could do it without like damaging. This is kind of destiny. So this means I can take this bike if I can deal with these numbers. And I start to check the numbers, and I understand that if you guess first number, for example, of this passport,
Yeah.
the chain start to moving.
Uh-huh.
When you guess the second number, it start to moving more faster even, and
Like
in
more
this
loose and loose.
yeah,
It
lose
comes
this
off loose. Yeah.
stuff. I always say stuff. So I guess all the numbers using this feeling of the tension
It
of
was
this
destiny
chain.
then,
Yeah, and
yeah.
this is kind of destiny. And then
Did you name the bike?
Yeah, what do you say?
Did you give it a name?
It sounds like a Fort Boyard, you know?
No, it's like I feel like
Their chains, their numbers.
Numbers, yeah. Oh,
You're stealing
I
from
have a key.
Did you see a little person with a beard?
hand on this key from the bike, you can take it. I feel like the first mission in GTA Grand Theft Auto San Andreas
yeah,
because you start from the bike.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
shit, here we go again.
Here we go again, these numbers. Respect plus. I use this bike for all summer, and then we have a after we finish our job in the end of summer in August we have a small trip with our friends. We leave all the stuff in Wisconsin Dells where we lived and go to see Washington, New York, Miami, all the stuff, and then go back. And when we go back, somebody stole this bike. So this I don't know.
Circle of life.
Circle of life, yeah. It's so nice when people can speak
Finish
English,
each
so
other's
finish sentence.
There's a joke. If you are in Amsterdam,
Amsterdam,
yeah, you can oh боже,
Get
Oh,
high.
God.
крикнути.
Hire a prostitute. What?
Крикнути.
Drown a prostitute. Oh my God, Anton, what are
Вигукнути.
you up to?
I'm just thinking how it's weird to watch from this podcast are going to have some international audience, and I think how it will be so funny for them to watch how two Ukrainian guys try to speak English about interesting and important theme.
Tell us in the comments. What do you think about this? Do you think Anton actually killed a prostitute in Amsterdam? Maybe.
What you say?
He looks like. I think he looks like.
Yeah. I mean, you can say, "Oh, it's my bike," and someone drops the bike and start running.
Oh, because there are a lot of bikes in Amsterdam. That's why.
Like a lot of stolen bikes.
Yeah, so you just go out in the street and you yell towards a bunch of people like,
Yell,
that's my
for this
bike,
word.
and see who drops it.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
grab a free bike?
Oh, we talk
Good
about
hack.
life
hack.
We could talk about Russia, and I remember one of my thoughts like a couple of days ago. I understand one more time how bad is Russia. You always know it. You always, but when you have this
Sometimes
feeling
you forget.
all your life, you have this feeling that Russia is bad. But sometimes you have this.
Sometimes you just don't think about Russia, and
then
you forget how bad.
And then you try to think. You have this, how to say, the highlights of badness of Russia or something like that. I was in underground and I saw the social advertisement, social ads, and there were children toys on the picture. Children toys like small bear, all this stuff. And the note that be careful when you see children toys on the ground, then can be mined. Mined is the right word. They can just blow up. And I understand this kind of life I'm living now. I live in a country where children toys can be mined just because of Russia decide to do it. And this is so if you
What kind of fucking monster?
if you have mined
something
cars,
else's
for
toy?
example, or mined, I don't know,
because
some stuff, children toys.
Because everyone knows that Ukrainian troopers likes toys. Yeah.
Only Nazi guys use toys to have fun, always. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
look,
that's
teddy
pretty
bear.
Okay.
Well, luckily we have Patron. He's my hero. He's the gentleman of my heart.
The dog guy.
Yeah, the dog.
Dog guy.
So,
I always say guy in the end of sentence sometimes
was it-
because of Americans, like to use the word guy.
Yeah.
My English, I always try to pretend I know English. That's why I just added, guy, stuff, I'm trying to do this kind of accent, but I don't know English. You need to understand that. And sorry about.
but it's hard to see if you use those words. Though.
Yeah, I'm just good at pretending. I'm
That's
playing
good
this
skill.
role.
Nice.
Acting while you're making.
Fake it till you make it.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Fake it.
So how
It's
are we
good,
doing
but
this
not only,
time?
but on not live. That's a good message, but not for Putin, because he fake it,
No,
but
he needs to die for
he
real.
will
No
not,
faking. No faking Putin. It's die time, you know?
it's die time, Putin. It's die time. I wanna have some kind of show with this slogan.
Like a children's book for Putin.
Yeah, children books.
Putin, it's time to die. The sun went to bed. The moon is high. Putin, it's time to die.
And the sun go down, and you too.
Yeah, the
And
sun
you go
goes.
to grave.
By the way, Putin is, I don't know how to say, dokaz, approval.
No,
No.
I go to translator.
hold
I
on.
go to translator. Who will be the first one? I am or Nastya? I am or Nastya?
Starts with an A.
Evident.
No, it's
Evidence.
E. Evidence.
Okay. Putin is evidence that praise don't work.
Prayers.
Prayers.
What you
yeah.
say?
Oh,
No,
don't say that.
don't say that?
I don't know.
Окей.
Okay.
Путін це доказ того, що молитви не працюють.
Prayers don't work. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people say this argument about the extrasense people was that there's like bunch of extrasense protecting Putin.
Yeah.
Have you
he
heard it?
has-
I hear that like in Marshrutka
He
people
has
say
army
talk
of
about that shit. Witches and
witchers,
stuff.
all the stuff. But you know
Oh,
this.
it's
You know.
so funny.
You need to understand that Russian witchers is not like the witcher from this Netflix
It's not the
serial.
polished witcher.
Yeah, it's like just old
It-
women
it's-
without job, and they
it's,
have this stupid stuff. on their hands.
Russian Switches looks like a guy from the Skid Row. Do you know?
From what?
Skid Row. I mean not a music band. I mean Skid Row. It's in San Francisco. Is
I've never been to
big-
San Francisco.
big place with dance and.
I was like homeless town.
Homeless town. Yeah.
It's like the witcher from AliExpress. You can say like that. When you order the cheap one witch, you can get the Russian.
So good. I don't know.
Good.
You believe
Okay.
in magic?
Why we start talking about witch? I don't know. I just don't know.
Maybe any final thoughts? Anything? We
My
wanted to
final thought: I
mention?
need to improve my language skills. That's one of the thoughts.
You know, once you do, we invite you back here.
I'm not sure
And
you will
see.
invite me one more time because I will not do it. I download this Duolingo app and I like work with this like 2 days and then I just I don't know. I don't want to.
It's better to
I'm
just like
too
listen
lazy.
to podcasts or watch some shows.
I'm watching Daily Show with Trevor Noah. It's
Oh,
really nice.
okay.
It's really understandable for me because Trevor Noah understands he has this international audience. That's why he tried to pronounce all
Yeah.
the stuff very good.
Also, he's South African, so he's,
Yeah.
he's. I don't know if he originally had an accent. Like now, it's not that obvious, but maybe that's why his manner of speaking
Probably
is like
yes.
that.
Probably yes.
About Duolingo and another learn English apps. I call them shame generators.
Shame generators.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's all that they do it. They do.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you think that's a good way, from your experience, do you think it's a good way to learn anyways? Or
No.
okay, so watch shows, listen to radio, podcasts and
I
stuff?
have the best way to learn English and start to speak English and start to do stand-up in English. It's a war. So just try a war.
Yeah.
For me, I do my first stand-up in English at war because war is the best way to learn all this stuff as fast as you can.
We were talking in the previous podcast episode that the world is going to start learning Ukrainian actually because it's very trendy.
Ukrainian
so
language?
maybe soon we'll be able to speak Ukrainian and everyone will understand.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yeah. Which word do you think is going to be like the most trendy?
For now
from
or will be in
Ukraine.
future?
I don't know.
I
for
suppose,
now.
I hope Anton Tymoshenko will be the most trend word. But
Okay,
it's
well,
not.
so you
I
know,
think, I hope it will be the word, oh, Putin already died. Oh, that's nice.
yes. Putin vmer.
Putin
Please
vmer.
remember this. Putin vmer.
Putin vmer.
It's a good Ukrainian
Make
word
it
to remember.
viral. Regional matter, make it viral.
Okay, so we had a very good conversation. Thank you so much for joining us for
Sorry
the podcast.
about mistakes, all this stuff.
It's okay. I'm not here as a teacher today.
But you look like.
Because I am a little bit.
Because you're a teacher.
Yeah, but I teach. You know what I teach? Art.
No.
Art.
Art?
Yeah.
What kind of art?
Painting, drawing.
What kind of century or the all centuries?
All centuries.
You know all centuries?
Everything, yeah. Modern, postmodern,
Okay.
cave art, whatever.
Okay, I know.
Finger painting.
Okay, you're good in English and you're good in art and you're so wise. Okay, Nastya, that's fine.
Please
We are
remember
so
that
stupid
about me.
comparing with you. Thank you.
Nastya is single.
Okay. All right. Well. I'm not. Okay.